In the vast expanse of an uncharted solar system, where deadly planets orbited a dying star, 17-year-old Kai stood on the bridge of his battered spacecraft. His jet-black hair, disheveled from countless sleepless nights, fell over his almond-shaped eyes that gleamed with determination. Kai's olive skin was marred with scars, testament to the battles he had fought across the cosmos. In his trembling hand, he clutched a small, ancient relic, a device no larger than a pocket watch, its surface etched with cryptic symbols that seemed to shift and change as he watched. The relic pulsed with an otherworldly energy, a power that could bend the very fabric of time itself. Kai knew that with this artifact, he held the key to saving not just his home world, but the entire solar system from impending doom. However, the weight of this responsibility pressed heavily upon his young shoulders, threatening to crush his spirit. "I can't do this alone," Kai whispered to himself, his voice barely audible over the hum of the ship's engines. As if in response, a series of urgent beeps erupted from the control panel, signaling the approach of an unidentified vessel. Kai's heart raced as he peered out of the viewscreen, his eyes widening at the sight before him. A massive ship, its hull adorned with razor-sharp protrusions and pulsing with an eerie, sickly green light, loomed menacingly in the star-speckled void. By the celestial spheres, Kai breathed, recognizing the unmistakable design of the Vorkat, a vicious alien race known for their brutal conquests across the galaxy. The young hero's mind raced, weighing his options as the enemy vessel drew ever closer. With a deep breath, Kai made his decision. "Computer, initiate evasive maneuvers," he commanded, his voice steady despite the fear coursing through his veins. As Kai's ship darted and weaved through the asteroid field that separated him from the nearest habitable planet, he couldn't shake the feeling that this was just the beginning of his trials. The relic in his hand grew warm, its symbols glowing with an intensity that matched the fire in Kai's heart. "I won't let you down," he promised, though whether he was addressing the relic, his people, or himself, he wasn't sure. Suddenly, a massive tentacle, covered in pulsating bioluminescent patches, shot out from behind a nearby asteroid, narrowly missing Kai's ship. "What in the name of the cosmic winds was that?" Kai exclaimed, his eyes scanning the sensors for any sign of the creature. The tentacle belonged to a colossal space-dwelling monster, its body a twisted mass of writhing appendages and gnashing maws. Kai's hands flew over the controls, pushing his ship to its limits as he navigated the treacherous space between the monster and the pursuing Vorkat vessel. Come on," he muttered through gritted teeth, willing his ship to move faster. As if sensing his desperation, the relic in his hand began to vibrate, its symbols swirling faster and faster. Without warning, a burst of energy erupted from the device, enveloping Kai's ship in a shimmering bubble of temporal energy. Time seemed to slow around him, giving Kai the edge he needed to slip past the monster's grasping tentacles and the Vorkat's deadly weapons. As the temporal field dissipated, Kai found himself in orbit around a small, azure planet, a sanctuary in the chaos of this deadly solar system. Relief washed over him, but it was short-lived. The ship's computer chimed, indicating multiple distress signals emanating from the planet's surface. "No rest for the weary, I suppose," Kai sighed, setting a course for the nearest signal. As he descended through the planet's atmosphere, Kai couldn't help but marvel at the alien landscape below, towering crystal formations that refracted the light of the distant sun, casting rainbow hues across fields of silver grass. But amidst this beauty, Kai could see signs of destruction, smoldering craters and toppled structures that spoke of recent conflict. Landing his ship in a clearing near one of the distress beacons, Kai stepped out onto the alien world, the relic clutched tightly in his hand. The air was thick with an acrid smoke, and in the distance, he could hear the sounds of battle. For a moment, doubt crept into Kai's mind. He was just one person, barely more than a child, facing impossible odds. But then he remembered all he had already overcome, the strength he had found within himself. "I may be afraid," Kai said aloud, his voice growing stronger with each word, "but that won't stop me from doing what's right." With renewed determination, Kai activated the relic, feeling its power course through him. He took a deep breath and stepped forward, ready to face whatever challenges lay ahead, knowing that with courage and perseverance, he could overcome any obstacle the universe threw his way.